start with part one. Confidentiality, privacy, respect, and professionalism. This is somewhat relatable to the cinnamon challenge. A tablespoon of cinnamon in under a minute. So at first you're going to find it hard to communicate with your friends and family, and you can only give vague gestures to them about what's going on in the schools. You know, due to confidentiality issues and everything. Within the schools you have to keep your personal life quiet and maintain that professionalism we need as teachers. Don't let kids know you don't like them, even if you've lost vast amounts of your sanity because of them. Downplay the college parties and antics, no matter how much you like going out and enjoying them on the weekends. Whenever people ask me if I had a boyfriend, because yes, it did come up a few times, I had to find ways to keep my personal and private life separate so as not to cause any kinds of conflict or discord in the class. It can get kind of painful doing all this, and sometimes you just want to explode everything out. But that's not really professional. And the longer you work at keeping everything in, the hotter it feels, and the more you just want to release it all to your friends, your family, the students you just don't like. But perseverance and some pretty good willpower can help you maintain your cool and come out on top, leaving you with a warm feeling of success and a victory unmatched by many others. Moving on to part two, balance, coping, and time management. This can be somewhat related to the saltine challenge, eating 6 saltine crackers in under a minute without the aid of water or any other liquids. You dive in and almost immediately you feel like your whole world is drawing up around you. You can make your way through easily at first, then all of a sudden the end seems so far away. You crunch your way through what seems to be an endless pile of work. Planning, grading, teaching, seminar, mindfulness sessions, and all at once it feels like it's been a lot longer than you actually expected, possibly even weeks. You start to panic that you'll never be able to get everything done, and you wonder who you could turn to for some or any kind of help. You then realize the need for social contact, getting support from your friends, family, people who aren't in middle school or high school.
You can do it!
You need this kind of support to ensure some kind of balance in your life, especially if you suffer from any kind of depression or have a tendency to get stressed very easily. Another part of this challenge comes in the form of time management. There never seems to be enough time, and there never seems to be enough hours in the day to get everything done. We may feel like we've been given too much, and that it's impossible to achieve this goal. But with some good time management, balance, and support in your life, you'll be able to make it through. Even if everything doesn't go quite as you originally hoped or planned, you'll finish strong and have a full feeling of satisfaction at accomplishing this feat. So all fun and games aside, these are just some of the challenges of student teaching. Not all of them can be said in a 3 to 5 minute presentation. I think the biggest thing I've taken away from this has been professionalism. When you're as close in age to your students as I was, it becomes difficult to separate yourself from them with that level that we need to be. There are some students that you really like, and for me the most difficult part was putting up that wall of separation that says, I can be friendly with you, but I cannot be your friend. Friends don't have to fail one another in class. Friends don't have to turn in work to the other. Also, don't cuss in class, and don't let the F word slip. Don't talk about partying. Don't tell stories that contain nudity. I mean, I'm not saying that I did all these things necessarily, but regardless, you're the teacher. You're supposed to be that role model for your students in class. Don't give them a reason to look down upon you. I definitely learned a lot this semester. Student teaching was not really what I thought it was going to be. I mean, we all know what my attitude was going into this. And after my placement was switched halfway through the summer, I really had to think whether or not I really wanted to do this. And in the end, I enjoyed student teaching. So I applaud all of you who think this is something that you want to do for a profession, and congratulations to all those other student teachers from our cohort, and especially to those who are at AHS this semester. Is it on?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with part one. Confidentiality, privacy, respect, and professionalism. We can relate this somewhat to the cinnamon challenge. A tablespoon of cinnamon in under a minute. So when you first put it in, you might find it hard to communicate with your friends and family, and can only give vague gestures to them about what's going on in the schools, due to confidentiality issues and everything. Within the schools, you have to keep your... Can we start this over again? You started laughing during the thing.